Anyway, a little bit about myself. I'm an extremely happily married woman of almost 20 years. It's because he treats me like the queen that I am. But that's probably because I treat him like the king that God gave me. It's all about purpose, and you'll see as we roll about me on www.a1organizing.com. The Confident Woman Crusade is in 4 states now. True confidence is how we beat depression and self-doubt and self-pity. God told me a long time ago, you cannot be pitiful and powerful at the same time. Pity comes easy. Powerful is done on purpose, and that's what it's about. Once we know our purpose, who we are, it's our position. It is not our condition. But you'll learn more as we go on. So I'm going to roll the footage. Have an awesome day. Never again underestimate the power of your purpose, the power of your influence, the power of your prayers, and certainly the power of our God. Have a great time. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. You kind of get caught up in the moment. In the moment is frustrated and hurried. It's not the same as doing things on purpose. In fact, in the moment is why I get organizing calls. You know, when you put that piece of paper down here because you don't feel like putting it where it goes, you set it down here, and what happens? Same thing as every time you compromise, and that's what it is. When you don't do what you're supposed to, it's a compromise. And it grows, does it not? Is it like rabbits? It multiplies and you've got 50 pieces of it. That's what happens when you compromise. And the same thing with anything else that you do. It's easier to compromise the second, and the 5th, and the 10th, and the 100th time, is it not, than it is the first time. So you've got to be very, very careful. In fact, doing things over and over and over again is what practice is, right? When my son's in T-ball, that's what you have to back over and over and over and over. That's what practice is. So we're doing things in the moment, and are we doing that a lot where we're practicing being in the moment, frustrated and hurried? Or are we doing things on purpose? So I ask, what are we practicing? What are we becoming good at? Impatience, unforgiveness, being hurried, not knowing where things are, being angry. Is that what we're being real good at? Or are we good at mercy and forgiveness and kindness? Being the shining light. Is that what we're practicing for God? 2 goals for this Confident Woman Crusade. Number 1 is make sure that we're confident enough to stand up for what is right every single time. And number 2 is make it so that we're not the only one standing. That there. Jeremiah 29:11. God says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. True confidence is being bold in knowing this, bold in living your life, and bold in your prayers, and bold in your requests. If you know the Bible, you know what God has promised. You can be bold in asking for it. That's where it comes in. Everything, true confidence, what it is and what it is not. Confidence is a faith, a belief, a trust. True is 100%, it's absolute. So just by definition alone, true confidence cannot come from things that are temporary. Everything we see and touch, money, our job, everything, even, praise the Lord, our feelings, are things that should not lead our life because they're only temporary. Realizing that, Cheryl, you're a princess.